Morning. Good morning. Welcome to Tuesday. It's gonna be a great day. I'm Tim. This is my stream. Just streaming of my workouts for the year, doing a body transformation. The thing that sets apart my body transformation from others is that I'm not using any sort of supplements, so no protein powders, no protein shakes, no BCAAs, no creatine. Just trying to see what I can do without taking any supplements, how far my body can get. I'm not opposed to supplements. I've taken them in the past. I think they work great. If you enjoy taking them, awesome. I think you should do what works best for you. Um, I'm just trying to see if I can hit my goals without it. I've been taking them for so long. It'd be nice to step away and see what it's like not to take them. Secondary reason is one of my kids started preschool, and preschool is expensive. So cutting out supplements saves me at least $100 a month, $1,200 a year, and this economy, every little bit helps. So, uh, just coming back from a 3 day weekend, so nice little mini vacation. Glad to have done it, but eager to get back on track with getting in shape because I definitely did a lot of eating and not great eating while on vacation. That's what vacation's for. So let's get into this. Gonna be doing shoulders today. Oh, my thing is not working very well. All right, gonna start out with the good old lateral raise. Here we go. Tell you one of the nice things that was at first an irritant on vacation is that they the hotel we were staying at, we ended up with the corner room of the hotel, so it was a long walk to the room. And at first, it was a nuisance, but then I realized that hey, I'm hitting my steps every day, regardless of being on vacation. And it's nice because my kids are bigger, so um, we've done this kind of vacation in the past, and you end up spending a lot of time in the room with them when they're babies. But now that they're bigger, we can go for hikes and go for walks and stuff while we're on vacation. So it's nice. So it's not like while eating falls off the wagon, there's still some exercise. And for 3 days, we were, going to the pool. So I got plenty of exercise throwing my kids in the air. And I know I said before, like the whole point of shoulder press was to be able to toss them pretty high. And yeah, I can really get them up there. It was a lot of fun. A lot of concerned looks on some parents' faces. And looks of envy on other kids' faces. Oh man, I don't know what I'm doing. I lost track of my count. Either went really high or I'll have to play that back later to see. I think I did. That was fun. It was a fun vacation. We checked out a random museum. Kids loved it. And I think it is possible that all the throwing kids up in the air is gonna impact my workout today. It's all right. Nice part of vacation was on Sunday. I got a hot stone massage and spent a couple hours in a spa. The only thing that's like it's interesting is you really start to miss your kids, which is weird. I thought like when I'm away from my kids, I thought like I'd be enjoying the sauna more for the quiet and stuff, but after a while, it was not. I don't know. I just missed them. I didn't think I was gonna be able to relax more. Well, you know, well, I do enjoy being around them. So well, I definitely definitely can feel um, all the time I was at the pool throwing the kids. But good. One of my kids, we were had done eating, and we are going back up to the hotel. and we're in the elevator, and one of my little kids announces too. There's a couple on the elevator, and my kid looks at them and says, "Yeah, I ate so much. I ate so much. Now I have to go and poop." And thankfully, the couple laughed. Like they had kids of their own, so they thought it was funny. It was amusing. Kids are incredibly amusing. Definitely doing some. I took some I'm doing to get through that last set of 15. All right, take a little pause. We'll make it through this next set without a problem. Last week I did 4 sets of 15. This week I'm hoping to push a little past 4 sets. It'd be nice to hit 5 sets of 15, but I'll take what I can get of a 5th set. All right. Take a little pause and then hit it again. Good morning or good day or good evening to whoever jumped in. Working on shoulders today. In the middle of doing the lateral raises. I finished the 4 sets of 15. Gonna go for a 5th set of as much as I can do before it gets incredibly ugly. Let's go. All right, 10 it is. That was with the 20 pounds, 9.07 kilograms. 10 rep increase over last week. So I'm a big believer you gotta take those increases where you can. Sometimes you will only be able to increase a little bit, but a little bit's better than nothing. All right, you're gonna go down to 15 pounds, 6.8 kilograms. That was a little ugly. Oh, man. It's on the cup. I feel you up. Temporary. When you do those increases at the top, it makes it harder to do what you're supposed to at the bottom. But yeah, one more set. And then on to shoulder presses. All right. Hey, good morning to, or good day, or good evening to whoever popped in, wherever you may be in this world. Switching up from the lateral raise, I'm going to be doing the shoulder press. What's up, Dixie Vixie? Hey, what happened yesterday? Dixie Vixie asks. I was on vacation yesterday. Had a nice little 3-day weekend. It was good. My weekend was good. How was your weekend, Vixie? Went to the Went on a little vacation, had some fun. Yeah, it was a good one. It was good. Um, had a lot of fun at the pool with the kids. I talked about it before about like the idea of shoulder presses being the key exercise to being able to toss your kids up in the pool super high, and it definitely paid off. I launched my kids so high, and like it was fun. You could see concern on some parents' faces, envy on some dads' faces, or being impressed, and then other kids clearly jealous that their dads weren't throwing them up in the air. So it was a lot of fun. I definitely ate a lot, but the time at the pool helped. I thought when I got back I was gonna weigh a lot more than I did. It also helped. We had like our room was like way down in the hotel, or like the hall is at the corner of the building. So it took like it was a long walk every day or every time we went to the room, so that helped. King says, "Yo, how's the workout going?" It's going good, man. That's Sound Dixie Vixie. What's up, Copa? Uh, Talking about vacation and stuff. Just got back yesterday, so but it was fun. It was a lot of fun. And my kids like to run down the hall. I don't know what it is about hotel halls, but they are super fun. I think I know what it is actually. They're super fun to run down. And I think because when you're passing each door, it makes it seem like you're running super fast. So it's a lot of fun to run down those halls as fast as you can. I'll tell you guys, we were on the Koba says you're shining today. Um, we were we just got done at one of the restaurants, and we're going back up to the room. And one of my kids announces there's another older couple going up to their room, and my kids looks up and says, "I ate so much," and they pat their belly. Now I have to poop. I was like, "Oh, that's good. That's good." But thankfully, they appreciated it and weren't like aghast by it or embarrassed. So, like, good, clean, good, fun humor from kids. Just realized I'm doing way more sets of 10 or sets with the 10 pounds than I was supposed to. I was only supposed to do one set. All right. All right, I'm gonna move up to 40 pounds, 18.14 kilograms for 3 sets of 15. Yeah, kids are funny. My my kids get so excited about the elevator. It's a glass elevator, so they can see around. And we pretend like we're superheroes. I would say I was Superman, obviously, and one of them would be super, or one of them would be Buzz Lightyear. When we go up, it'd be a lot of fun. Things that, and it's one of the best things is being able to make a fun world for your kids, engage their imaginations. Um, Tell you, like my wife and I, we talk about it. Like both of us grew up like relatively poor, um, and didn't have a lot, so it's different for us. We've worked hard and we've been blessed, so we can bless our kids. And it's just so different being able to like do things with them that our parents couldn't afford to do with us, in just such a different world that they're like growing up in compared to us. Like I grew up wearing secondhand clothes, and like I remember in middle school I had a pair of jeans that were so faded they were starting to be a light gray, and I think they originally were black, but they were already fading when I got them as secondhand jeans. And it was just how it went. My kids, it's just a different life for them. And we had a long conversation, my wife and I, about how we're going to try and make sure that we instill that they appreciate what they've got. So we've kind of landed on gonna have to design some sort of allowance program for them, you know. But I will say, yesterday randomly, my oldest kid decided to try doing dishes for the first time on their own without being asked, and that was really, really nice. So hopefully they will. I don't think they're going to be spoiled brats, but that's the last thing I'd ever want to raise is a spoiled brat. I'll tell you that it's hard. That it is hard not to do nice things, all the time because you missed it when you were a kid. So there's part of I'm not just giving them stuff; I'm giving me stuff. Dixie Dix says you seem like a great dad. Well, thank you. It's just that hard part. All right, here we go. I try to be a great dad. I just want to raise great kids. I think one of the important things for me has been making sure my kids have good manners and are grateful. And I think they do a good job of that, like saying thank you and acknowledging other people. I always, when we're out and about, I always believe in being courteous and polite and greeting people and talking to people. So it's nice to see it rubs off. Sometimes it's funny because I'll see someone that's like in my peer group or something. I'll say, I'll do a very informal greeting to someone I don't really know, but we're clearly like, very similar people. So instead of like, sir, ma'am, I'll be like, I'll say like, hey man, like, how's it going? Or how's it going, man? Or nice shirt, man. And my my little kids will echo me and they're like, yeah, nice shirt, man. And I'm like, oh, you can't call him man. I can call him man, but you have to call him sir. And so it's like little small things that you have to teach them. But there's the differences. They get excited. All right, that was 12. I'm gonna go on down to 30 pounds now. And 30 pounds is 13.6 kilograms. There's this so I'm trying to mentally like learn how to convert to kilograms or do, thinking kilograms as well as pounds, and then also Celsius as far as Fahrenheit. Celsius to Fahrenheit conversion is a lot easier, but I watched this. There's this high diver on YouTube. She was a Canadian Olympic diver for the Olympics one year. Now she does high dives for Red Bull, and she was talking about the kilometers, and I was like, dang it, you probably should learn kilometers too. I I don't really know the difference between kilometers and miles without using the internet. So I realized I should learn some kilometers too. That is like when I'm on YouTube, I'm trying to tweak my algorithm to show me people that are happier. And I think it's starting to work. Like, I found some people that they're just happy people, and it's a lot more fun to watch their enthusiasm for whatever activity they're doing. Like, I've never really watched high diving, but this girl, she's really happy about it, really enthusiastic and excited, and she gives off like this like happy, excited energy. I found this like random couple, it's like a boyfriend and girlfriend couple that does like dance videos where they're like silly and they're happy. I'm like, yeah, it's like a lot more fun watching them, other than my YouTube algorithm tripped into more of like political and negative stuff for a while. I was like, man, I gotta get out of this. I need to. I can't keep hearing the same stupid debates over and over again. And the annoying part is in like YouTube Shorts. If you're watching like the shorts, like any debate or political videos, it's 9 times out of 10 it's someone that has either clipped the best part of the debate for them that makes them look the smartest, or someone smart like dunking on someone that's not smart. And it goes for any subject. You have any side, whether it's left or right. You have the smartest people on the left dunking on the Joe Blow walking down the street from the right, and vice versa. And like, you have one person that learned how to have, be calm and know their facts and have listed or have like retained all this knowledge so they can dunk on an emotional person that's arguing from an emotional standpoint, that's young, that isn't as well versed, isn't as established, and they're just destroying them. And it's like, yeah, look at all these dumb people on the opposite side of the spectrum from where you're at. And it's like, yeah, every side's got those people. Don't kid yourself. The man on the street videos where it's someone walking around asking random, whether it's historical questions or political questions, and they're showing how dumb or awkward people are. And it's like, it's very contrived because you you know you're assuming that just because someone doesn't know every English or every British prime minister, and just because someone doesn't know the inner workings of Pakistan, that therefore they're an idiot, because everyone should know these questions. And you know, you you don't know what that person is an expert at. You don't know, so they're never asking them at the end of it, like, hey, what do you do for a living? And then finding out that they have an encyclopedic knowledge of, how to plant seeds and how to harvest and how to maintain your tractor, or whatever it is that they are an expert in. I think like how we evaluate what makes an intelligent person um, can be very flawed. Um, when I was going to junior college, and we had this group assignment where you're supposed to solve a problem. And in my group, it was very clear that like I was the fastest thinker, and I had the most leadership skills. So I solved the problem, presented to the group, convinced the group that the problem I had solved was correct, and was very confident. And there was one guy in the group that thought he had a different answer, but was not very confident or able to put across his ideas very well. So we present at the end of class, and it turns out I was really wrong, and I made a basic mistake at the beginning of understanding the problem, and I'd run with it. Then we were very wrong, and it was embarrassing. But the guy who started presenting a different viewpoint would have been right, but his you know wasn't as quick, wasn't as confident. So his point didn't go across with the group, or mine did, and it made me realize that like, hey man, like just because you can think faster doesn't mean you're gonna think better, and just because you think faster, you can also just be wrong faster. And the bigger thoughts you have, the more complicated of an issue you think through, or you think you have the answer to, the greater propensity for making a catastrophic mistake you have. So just because you can think fast doesn't mean, that you're better or you'll ever be the best. And that was a very good point for me to learn early on. Down to 20 pounds. feel like it's easy to make grand assumptions about intelligence and what that means for people. Sometimes I think that only genius only equates or is only given to those that are able to say things that sound intelligent until they're crazy enough to say things that people can't follow them on. And then they're like, oh, that person's clearly a genius because I can't understand what he's saying. I can't fathom the idea he's proposing. And it's funny because I feel like we always hear stories when we were kids, and I find that the older we get, by we I mean me, the older I get, it's easy to forget the lessons of those stories. And one is like the tortoise and the hare, and the basic level, you're comparing the tortoise and the hare about their running abilities and their the rabbit's diligence and being cocky, and how they gets cocky and slows down. And I feel like I've forgotten that lesson at times. It's a good one to remember. That's the fun part about having kids is you're having to teach them lessons, and you're realizing that there's so many that you have to relearn that you have kind of just let fall by the wayside. Important stuff like the tortoise and the hare. But the little stories that we tell kids, man, there's so many good lessons in there that we forget. Imagine up here. All right, gonna switch to shoulder shrugs and knock this out quickly, as I am running out of time. Tell you, uh, since becoming a dad, I've gone back at different times and watched movies. I think I only did maybe 5 more. Watched movies that I watched before I had kids, and it's funny how much how much more they impact you after having kids. Like yesterday, I was watching the movie Interstellar, and Interstellar always made me emotional, but after having kids, it definitely tugged at my heart a lot more than the first time I watched it. I'll tell you the movie that's tugged on my heartstrings. That's a Disney movie out of all movies that Disney ever made. Is Coco. That movie, that movie gets me every time. It's it's embarrassing, almost embarrassing how much Coco makes me cry. Dixie Vic says I need to watch it. Yeah, you should. If you ever had a grandmother or a great grandmother that you loved, or you have kids, or just an older person that you love, it definitely will get you. So have the box of Kleenex ready. Let me ask you, Dixie, when are you gonna start physiology school? Are you doing like prerequisites now for physiology, or you jump all that's done and you're jumping into it in September? You you excited? You ready? Yes. 4 years program, yes. Good. That's so awesome. I love when people are going to school for things that they're passionate about. Very, very excited, very happy. Good. Good. I liked I liked school. I liked going to college. If I could have figured out what I wanted to spend a lot of money to do, I would have kept going. But I could never figure out what I wanted to spend money on. I loved I loved history. I loved history and I loved psychology. But it's very expensive to study either one of those subjects, and then you're going to not be insured a job that can pay the pursuit of any of those subjects. And you can't stop at a bachelor's. You have to, like, if you're going for history, you have to go all in and get a master's or a doctorate. Same with psychology. And the hard part about psychology is it's not a hard science, but psychologists try, even though they say that, they try to present as though they are, and they're very attached to their ideas, which are ideas. And if you are studying with them, if they're your professor or teacher, if you contradict their ideas and you can't regurgitate their ideas as though you find them appealing, as though they're your idea, they can really hurt your chances of success in that field. I just didn't want to spend 6 to 8 years spending a lot of money to regurgitate stuff I didn't believe in. And I'm not even talking about like crazy things like that contradict the whole field of psychology. Just in the field of psychology, they contradict each other so much. And they like follow ridiculous things like Freud. They say that Freud, a conservative estimate is Freud only had 6 people he ever actually worked with, and it's possible that it was less than 3. But Freud is someone that, even though they know that, they still quote Freud and they still hold to a lot of what he said, and it infects so much of the other thoughts around psychology, and they don't even realize it sometimes, or it seems like they don't realize it, because they'll talk bad about Freud, but then they'll still use his methods or quote him without quoting him, indirectly quoting him. And it's just really painful mentally for me to spend 6 years having to regurgitate that. And I do also have this, like, I have this belief that even though I may start out thinking a certain way, and but the longer that you spend listening to someone rant on a subject, even if you disagree with them, it's hard for it not to infect you. And it's hard for it not to infect your thinking. And then on top of that, if you're supposed to write papers that complement their view, then you are going to get that deeper and deeper inside of you. And I think it's a virus that's very hard to get out. So, Dixie Dixies, it was great seeing you. Gotta go. Have a nice Tuesday. Yeah, psychologist or something. Haha. I gotta go too. So, thank you very much, Dixie Dixie. Always a pleasure to see you. God bless you guys. Thank you for hanging out. Bye.